It's like a pizza crunch without the batter. It's like the wood juice without the water. You'll never get the knickers I found. What a fucking chance. Premeditated batter. Premeditated batter.
Check this camera out, man. I look sexy as fuck, don't I? That was a trick question. I always look fucking sexy as fuck, you cheeky bastards. But as you're watching this now, it doesn't look like it's been filmed on a fucking calculator like it's done the past few podcasts. After long last, have finally figured out how to work this fucking camera. That's the thing, man. It's like Pandora's box, these cameras. See, when you're used to filming shit on an iPhone, an Android, fucking a Polaroid fucking camera, whatever the fuck you want to film shit on, you dirty pervert. See, when you get a camera, this is a Lumix GH5 I've got, it's the fucking daddy. But see with this, man, it's like unlocked a new realm of filmmaking. Look at that, man, like a fucking computer game character. That NPC pattern, it. But how we doing, people, man? Apart from me looking sexy, what's happening with yous? Fuck all's happening with yous, that's why you're watching me, obviously. But see what I've come to realise, I'm a podcast freestyler. That's my format. See these formats, these styles of podcasts where I sit and I growl fuck at you, I stare at your bird's arse, or I look at whatever you're doing, you fucking wanker. But I've realised I just pick a fucking word out the air and I just run with it. That's what I just do with these podcasts. Do you think there's fucking planning involved? Do you think I sit and write out a script or even have an idea? I get one word, sit in my arse and I just fucking roll with it. That's talking about. That's my wee Oasis trap there. Did you like that? Did you like a fucking roll with it, huh? Was that not enough fucking soup for these? Nah, not enough fucking salt and pepper in that soup. Nah, that no lentil enough. But before we begin this podcast, I'd like to give a massive shout out to our sponsors. Caz Milligans is a beast. Pass it on. But what my word of the day is excuses. And nah, this isn't going to be some Andrew Tate, Davy Goggins fucking rant. Excuses. But the thing is, see what a lot of it, what happens to us in the pursuit of our dreams. Anybody, have you ever mentioned to somebody, it might be a pal, might be somebody you work with, might be a colleague, a peer, somebody ever mentions, I want to do this with my life. My instance, maybe, I want to be a singer, I want to play the guitar. And usually they'll retort back, hopefully with a positive manner, but you get a lot of times you get people and they reply back with something like, you're too old for that. Getting back into the boxing, too old for that. You're too tall, you're too this, you're too that. See that is them using the excuse that they've told themselves. That is the story that they've told themselves, that they fall short of whatever passion or pursuit that they want to achieve because they're just no good enough. And they want to infect you with that. See that's a fucking poison. Recognise it like that. It's cancer. It's infectious cancer. I'm talking about, you couldn't shoot, never mind a face mask, you couldn't shoot the fucking masking tape across the coop and silence that. But don't become somebody else's excuse. That's the story they've told themselves. And they believe it to that point where it marries into any hint of potential. And it's almost like a fucking disease. It's like a disease, man. It is. It's like it infects people and doubt. It's like some people just can't see by it. And don't get me wrong, I was probably one of the people for many, many years. I was a very sick man. I mean, I was sick. I was fucking sick in the head. But I was sick, aye. But the cure must come from within. You can't fucking inject somebody with self-belief. I mean, you can't prescribe 2 self-belief tablets per day. Don't go to the doctor like, doctor, it's fucking, been getting up in the morning, man. Not really been believing in myself. And he's like, I've got you right here, let me guess, you don't believe in yourself. know what I mean? Anything you're interested in, you just don't pursue it because you don't think you're good enough. Aye, fucking is that? Aye. There you go. Come back, see me in 2 weeks. I'll not even see you again. It doesn't happen. You get fucking laughed out. What would the doctor give you if you said, I don't believe myself, doctor? And like that, mate. But like that, fuck off. You're wasting time and money. You know how they like to go on about how much money you're wasting. But that's the thing. I'll fucking prescribe you some self-belief. And what I know what that is, fucking believe in yourself. Just fucking believe in yourself, man. Just say, like, listen, I'm capable. Because see, when you peel back the layers, you're like a fucking onion. You're like this mad onion that just kicks about with feet. Just walks about, no believing in itself. I'm talking about, it's like, do you think an onion or a carrot or a bit of lettuce doesn't believe in itself? Do you think when they open up all the vegetables in Asda, when they stock the shelves and all that, they stick all the onions in with the onions, they stick the tomatoes in with the tomatoes. Do you think there's onions there like, you know what, I don't really think I'd be good at being an onion. Know what I mean? I'm kind of, I'm a bit too brown. No, I'm a bit wee. Know what I mean? Like, nah, I don't think I'm the best. All these onions are all massive. Know what I mean? Cunts are greeting, taking these things, cutting these things up. Somebody would cut me up and probably start laughing. Do you think an onion says that to itself? Does it fuck? It just bees an onion and gets cut up and fucked in curries and all that. An onion always fulfills its purpose unless it gets past its sell-by date and it goes rotten. And that's a lot like potential. Don't get me wrong, I do believe that you're never finished. Whilst you still get breath in your lungs and life in your body, you're capable of achievement. However, if you want to be a marathon sprinter and you wait till a marathon sprinter, fuck's sake, imagine that a marathon doing marathons while sprinting. That is heavy duty. But imagine that, right? So do you wait till you're 80-year-old where your knees are fucking knackered? You can barely get to the fucking end of your bed before you shite your pants. By that point, the potential of that pursuit has expired. So that's why the time is nigh. And for me, I'm quite an impatient cunt. I want it all and I want it all yesterday. And see, to be honest, patience is a skill you must learn to master. You ask the universe, you ask God for patience. You don't wake up suddenly patient. You get given opportunities to test your patience. Just like willpower. Like anything. But thinking about the times you've had to wait for something in life. You got a driver's license. You had to learn lessons. You had to wait. You had to do a theory. You had to pass your test. You had to wait until you got a test. You had to wait until your fucking license gets sent out. You've done an apprenticeship. You waited till you got your qualifications. College, university, school. You went to school, you had to be patient, didn't you? To a degree. Everybody wanted to leave school. For me, I wanted to leave school as soon as. Had to wait. So we have been patient in life, but we don't recognise it. We don't see the connection and the patterns where we have used patience and learned to apply it in other areas. So it comes back to that thing. You're a lot more capable than what you believe you are, because you've already demonstrated the capabilities that were necessary to achieve greatness in your chosen field. And don't get me wrong, the likelihood of you possessing all these capabilities, I mean, if you did, then what the fuck are you waiting for? Are you waiting for me to tell you to fucking get your finger out your arse? Because if you're waiting for me to tell you to get your finger out your arse, then you don't possess all the capabilities. So, with that, the thing is too, we always want to wait until we're ready. I'll wait until I'm ready. Next year. See, next year, as you probably already know, when next year comes, the following year seems more attractive. When tomorrow, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do for today. See why these sayings kick about? Because they fucking mean something. The thing is, that's just a thing in your head. And see me, I'm fucking guilty of it, like, to the present moment. Procrastination. Do it all the time. I say, I'll do this tomorrow. Oh, well, I'll just do that tomorrow. I'll do it in an hour. See this fucking video? See this podcast? Do it tomorrow. I'm night shift tonight, right? And I want to kind of get this is Thursday, by the way. Fucking shatter that illusion. There's no illusions in here. It's just fucking reality. See when this comes out on Sunday? Like, I'll be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So see me coming in after a night shift and try to do a fucking podcast. I could do it, but the temptation just to do something else or no do anything is going to be a lot stronger, given that I've had a lack of sleep. I'm fucked, basically. And plus, well, I've been up for 5 o'clock this morning. Man, they can't see just fucking... I've been up, see, when you get up at like 6 in the morning, it's kind of... You can be slogging through the day. You get up at 5 in the morning, it's like, I don't know, some cunts injected you up the arse with fucking bull spunk. It's mental, man. You're just... It's that fucking... See that way as if you get the 1,000-yard stare. So I imagine like somebody that's just finished a life sentence must feel. See that just that kind of... That way. It might be all the fucking coffee and all. It's a combo. Know what I mean? But... Aye, that's it. So me... I was sitting thinking, right, I want to do a podcast, because I went and done some Reiki earlier on. I've never done Reiki, Reiki. When you say Reiki, I don't know, it sounds a lot like stinking if you're Glaswegian, but no, Reiki, it's like kind of, it's to do with chakras in your body. You've got like 7 chakras. I'd be fucked if I remember them all. I think you get the crown, the third eye, and then I fucking can't remember the rest of them. But it was good. It was kind of like a guided, it was not a guided meditation, but it was a fucking journey. It was good, man. It was like an hour. I was away. You're still kind of, in the moment, you're in your head, and it's kind of like, takes you on a bit of a fucking journey, man, but I feel fucking class. And they highlight the energy in your body. So obviously these are the energy points in your body. You've got one in your throat, and you can actually feel it. Some people that might know be into like meditation, that kind of stuff, this might sound like fucking gobbledygook to you. If you're into meditation, kind of stuff like that, to me, and you're open to it, it'll make sense. So I was feeling like the energy in certain points, and I felt it in my throat. And I got like this kind of, I say, if I use the word a message, you get these thoughts, and obviously, is this me accessing a higher level of consciousness? Is this my spirit connecting with me? Whatever it is, you get a message. And one of the messages I got was, speak more. Speak more. And anybody that knows me, yous that know me, I don't shut up, but lately, I've not really been doing the podcast as much. So I'm like, you know what? I need to do a podcast. I'll do a fucking podcast when I get home. And so I get home, and I've been working on an album. So I started off with an EP. I don't know if I've told you this. I started off with an EP, which is it's like extended playlist. It's called. It's like a maximum of 6 tunes. Then it was going to become an LP. I think that may be a long playlist or something. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Google it. But an LP, I think that's like more than 6 tunes, but it's under like half an hour. And then an album is like over half an hour or fucking so many tunes. So basically, I started off as an EP. I actually started off doing a single. I just started recording shit in my wee studio. This is my studio. I started recording and just mixing it and just, let's see, try to make a tune from scratch. Then I made one, then I was just making tunes, and then it just ended up snowballing. Then I've got a lot of tunes written that I haven't released. So I've realised now, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I holding on to these tunes? I want to get them out there. So what that has become is now an album. And I always wanted to have an album, just something. And let's see, with an album compared to like an EP is just kind of like a mixtape or some kind of shit like that. An album's something a bit more personal. It's like, it marks like a chapter in your life. So to me, that's the way I understand it. So for this, all these tunes, they all kind of make sense. They all fit. It's like the jigsaw pieces have all fit together. I've got the tunes all written. It's just a case of recording them. But in the recording process, you kind of realise, see, when I play a tune on a guitar, I'll play it normally just like anybody playing a guitar. You'll strum the guitar and you'll sing. When you're recording multiple instruments, you tend to kind of, because there's so much going on at the one time, right? You tend to find elements of it where maybe you'll pull the guitars back, you'll take the drums out, you'll have breaks in between the tune, you'll have breakdowns, it's called. So with that, I'm kind of learning to rewrite the tunes, because there's ways I'm doing the tunes and I'm like, when you hear it back, you're like, that doesn't really work, or it's no got the same oomph. And that's listening to that creative spirit in me, because that's what's guiding me. Because, you know, anybody that's a creative, any kind of, if you make music, if you do anything like that, you just know when something's right, but you also know when it's off. There's just something, no, adding up here. It's like an intuition. So I've been following that, and it's been a great process. I've been pure autistic with it. See, that way I've been getting home and I've been writing my wee studio in the minute. I've got a spare couple of hours and writing and I'm working on something. I was literally just doing that before I whipped out the camera. But as I say, I start work at 8 tonight. And that way I've only got a couple of hours to work with. So this doesn't really take me that long. I'll work on this and work. So it's just try to be as productive as I can. And that's, I remember seeing, there's a Joe Rogan clip. It was on his podcast and he was saying, you just need one good day. You get up, you eat healthy, you go to the gym, you just do everything just one day. You just need one day. So the other day I had a really good productive day. Some days I'll write a list. Every day I'll write a list of goals for what I want to achieve that day. But some days maybe some things just don't go to plan. You don't get everything done. Maybe you end up focusing on one thing. Something takes a bit longer. Sometimes life gets in the way. The other day I had a really productive day. I think it was Sunday. I recorded 2 videos. What did I do? I done a lot. I've done fucking a fair bit for a Sunday. Pardon me. And the day, that's what I wanted to do today. I've been to the gym. I went and I filmed an advert for Manifest Hypnotherapy. That's with Someboy Productions. So I done that. I came in here, I was working on a tune and I'm like, right, try and get a productive day. So I'm recording a podcast and I'll possibly record a wee video after this. I think I'll do that as well. I either do it after this, what am I talking like a prick for? I either do it after this or I'll see where my feet take me. But so Caz Milligans a beast, what the fuck? Who would have known, huh? Caz was a nonce. See, it's like methyl in it. I mean, if you're a beast in methyl, is it? We must interrupt this podcast for a breaking announcement. There has been numerous reports in the area of a beauty bomb ready to glow up. And it's going to blow away you beauty therapists one appointment at a time. Why? Do you conduct business correspondence with clients via DMs? Are you sick of late cancellations costing you money? Do you just wish you could provide your service without worrying if the client has the cash at hand?
Oh, I need to go to the bank.
Well, I have a solution to your confusion. Glow Out is a service that aims to alleviate the stress involved between a client and the technician booking their appointments. Glow Out makes it easy for clients to see appointments, to book them and to pay. It takes deposits and it gets late cancellation fees, which means you won't lose out on any money. Clients can pay by card or using Apple Pay. Glow Out is also partnered with payment processor Stripe. Glow Out also helps you manage your bookings easily by using your calendar. The busier you get, the more stressful it is to keep track of who you've actually got coming in and when. Glow Out will help you do that. On Glow Out, you'll also be able to show off your portfolio, showing off your previous work so clients can check out what you've done in the past. It will also be implementing a feature in the very, very near to be future which will connect to your Instagram profile page. You will also be featured on the Glow Out website. You'll be visible to potential clients in the local area. You'll also have access to your own admin panel where you can see your account balance, generate reports, and turn your hobby into a business. Glow Out is basically a Just Eat for beauty appointments. Can't beat the convenience, can you? The mobile app for iOS and Android is coming soon. But in the meantime, for $5.99 a month, you will have access to all these features. But if you sign up using Fivo promo code, you will get the first 3 months free. You can't whack that for a bargain, can you? Give your business the glow up it needs to blow up. And glow up before you glow out. It's like the theory of relativity. If you're a beast, bad. Obscene, heinous, one of the worst things you can be. If you're a beast amongst cretins, lowlifes, fucking Jake balls, crackheads, smackheads, whatever, do you think you fly under the radar? Because it's like, right, it's like that fucking meme when it's Spider-Man and he's with other Spider-Mans, he's pointing at each other. That's kind of what it's like. Like beast, fucking bag snatcher, fucking charity tin stealer, I'm talking about. But, so Caz Milligans is fighting the property boss. It's one of the ones, it's like, I'm sure plenty of people would love to see them get leathered, but it's very hard. I don't see there being an outcome where everybody gets what they want. Whereas before it was meant to be Ravy versus Caz, which was a great matchup, in the sense where Ravy's a good guy, Caz is a beast. But with that, it's like, obviously, Caz done his thing where he said Ravy shat himself, fucking, it's like, I've known Ravy for many, many years, 10 years, a decade, we've been pals. I've never known him to shite himself for anybody. Never mind Caz Milligans. I mean, Caz Milligans. Nobody shat themselves for Caz Milligans. Not I'm talking about the fucking because he pulled a cunt up at Starbucks. I mean, come on. And the drive-through. Nobody's fighting you at their work. I'll fucking fight you at my work. But, so I think that's the thing. He kind of gave Ravy the control. So Ravy took the control. I don't know what, fuck you. Because he was just trying to rip the piss with stuff he was doing. Posting video, he was trying to goad him into a fight, but Ravy just wasn't playing ball, and he was like, "No what, go and fuck yourself." And then Caz, I suppose it was a golden egg for Caz because obviously his content's getting a bit dry. It's fucking pretty shit. He's not really got content. What does he actually post about the cunt? What does he actually do? Apart from so recently with this boxing thing, and this has been about fucking 2 years. Who is he? Who is he? All I know now is a guy talks about boxing event, he waffles one lot of shit and wears a fucking bomber jacket and fucking crucifix earrings. No, I mean, that's probably, he's got the crucifix earrings in his ear. No, I mean, that's probably to protect his ears by Almighty God so they don't need to listen to his shit. That's probably what it is. I've cracked it and I refuse to accept any other possibility. But the TikTok boxing event, that would be a great thing. It would be, because obviously we've got Misfits. That's in England. See, with Misfits, as much as all these cunts, and if I get the opportunity to fight on it, I would. But see us, we'd just be that novelty Scottish cunt. We'd be like Mankind. That's what they'd want us to be, to go down and take a beating off an English cunt. That's all they would want. See, in Scotland, we need to create our own media. We need to create our own channels. We are not the same country. We're always going to be seen as second best in England's eyes. I understand the media economy in England is blossoming. There's a massive market for the music, for the comedy, for the podcast, for a lot of things. There's a lot of eyes in London as such. But they're only focused on themselves. They're not interested in us. They don't even attempt to understand what we're saying when we speak. And that, I find, it's like there's lazy listeners out there. It's like if I get into a taxi and the guy's Asian and he's got a very thick accent, I will take my time to try and understand the guy. Anybody. I'm not going to just laugh and go, "Oh, well, I got 2 words in that." You'd be a prick. So, but if you do it to a Scottish person, it's alright. Until you get fucking cracked in the face and stabbed up the arse with a skein do. But I wouldn't recommend that. You know what I mean? But, we need to create our own thing in Scotland because our culture is so different, it's so unique, it's so diverse. We're just a different breed of people. We just are. Let's just accept it. The only thing that connects us to England is the fucking United Kingdom. And United, it's like, when has it been united? It's divided, the divided kingdom. Because that's what it fucking is, it's divided. England's divided. Scotland's divided. Ireland, wrote the book on division. You know what I'm talking about? So, this United pish, it's a lot of shite. What is United about it? Our politics are the United. You know what I mean? Culture's on the United. And don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of English people that are fucking great. That's not me saying all England are wankers. It's just there seems to be this kind of attitude towards Scottish people, and I'm sure the Scottish people hold a similar attitude where all the English are wankers. I held that attitude for many years, but it's just not true. It's just not true. But unfortunately, when it comes to like these media channels and all the these things in England, they do hold the attitude where it's like if they don't understand you, and you can understand their market is an English audience, so if they don't understand you, the English audience won't understand you, but the fucking Scottish audience does, and so does the rest of the world. The rest of the world will make an effort. I work in a student accommodation. You know what I mean? I speak to Indian people, Brazilian people, fucking Iranian people. I speak to all sorts of people for all different walks of life. Do they always understand what I say? Do they fuck? But they try and at least make an effort. So that's the thing is, look at how many things the Scottish people have invented over the course of history. I'm not even going to list them because I couldn't. But there's that many. We've given so much to the world, see, for being such a small country. And that's that thing. We're letting somebody else's excuses hinder us in the belief of our own potential. England, nah, they can't understand a word you're saying. Nah, fucking Scotland, nah, he's haven't got fuck all. We subsidise all that shit, it's bullshit. We're very, very capable, we're creative, we're intelligent, we're witty. We're the wittiest people probably in the world. You don't realise until you actually leave Scotland, see the humour, especially Glaswegians. We've got a natural wit, a humour. We speak really quickly. James the Cotter, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'll credit him for this. He says the fact that we speak so much faster than other cultures shows that our brains interpret language at a much faster rate, which means we're more intelligent. We're very intelligent people. But we need to start believing in ourselves and recognise the fact that as much of these rappers that want to put on English accents, that want to get people that suck up all these English people's arses because they think it's going to do them an opportunity, is it? Fuck. And don't get me wrong, I've had opportunities off English artists, Jordan McCann for one. You know what I mean? There's an opportunity to maybe work together or do something like that, but nobody's going to build a career off it. We need to build it at home and show. We need to. The grass isn't always greener on the other side, is what I'm trying to say. But it needs to come back to that self-belief thing. See, I always compare this. See these people that do like the kind of English accent, like the Scottish people do an English accent, right? But all these cunts that are trying to talk like they're English, or trying to use English patter. They're trying to talk like they're in fucking England, talk about mandem and all that shit. What the fuck are you on about? You're a fucking embarrassment if you talk like that. Simple as that. Especially if you're born and bred, different if you were born in England, you moved to Scotland. If you still speak like that, fair enough. If you're born in Scotland and you've just started speaking like this because of what are you hoping to actually achieve speaking like that? Acceptance. That's what it is. And people like that want accepted because they don't accept themselves. So they want external validation. And I can recognise that because I've spent a lot of my life seeking external validation through other ways and means, but I can recognise it. I identify it quite quickly. And when I see it, I realise, see external validation is the equivalent of trying to get happy sniffing cocaine. If you think drugs are going to make your problems go away, in the short term, the very brief short term, yes, they may, but whatever you're trying to escape from is coming back to hit you tenfold. And it's the same with validation. See, if you don't love yourself internally, nothing else is going to matter. You can't kid yourself on, because people's love run it. And no talking about like your family as such, but if you don't care about yourself and you're hoping somebody else is going to fill in all the blanks for you, people won't do it. It just won't happen. This is all energy. We're all connected, humanity. Whether we like to believe it or not, we are connected. So there's things that are going on underneath the surface that are very visible, that speak a language to us which our brains may not comprehend, but our hearts do. So these are things that people really need to adopt. And when I say that, it's up to yourselves if you want to adopt it. It really makes no difference to me whether you do or not, whether you're watching this like that this guy's fucking talking pure wisdom, this guy's talking right to me, this is what I need to hear. Or if you're sitting there like that, this cunt has been smoking spice laced with fucking crack meth. Like that, get this prick off, put fucking James English on. But it makes no difference to me. Know what I'm talking about? I've just, as I say, turned on my camera, took one word and just started talking. And that's what happens in my life. So whether you want to take something from it or not, or meditate on it. If you don't meditate, start it. After you watch this video, jump into the search bar, type in 5-minute, 10-minute guided meditation, stress relief, for creativity, for positivity. Type in what you're looking for. Just, you want a guided meditation, type it in. Sit back and kick back and listen to these soothing tones. Don't go into meditation and think it's like a pop it and you cop it. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of need to do. I would give it a week. Do 5-10 minutes a day for a week. You spend more time thinking about what clothes to wear that day. You spend more time flicking through Netflix. You probably spent more time on fucking YouTube looking for something to watch. You'll probably spend more time than that after this looking for something to watch. On your phone, whatever. The amount of fucking time you waste, a couple of minutes, and it will literally change your life for the better. I seriously recommend it. Take it for a guy that's looking sexy in 4K. But aye, anyway, wee brief one for me, but I'm going to bounce and get back to what I do best. But in the meantime, keep your eyes tuned to Premeditated Patter and watch this big sexy sausage get stuffed. But anyway, people, have a great Sunday. Like, subscribe, and don't get wide. Catchies.
Premeditated Patter.